for two empty nesters who are boring people.
There's a lot going on.
What are you talking about?
You've got to go potty, don't you?
Can I look now?
Don't know much, but I do know a little bit about porn.
There are so many things wrong with this. Why did I say dueling pajamas?
And we love each other. She's just ridiculous sometimes, and I have to call her out on it.
No.
I'm
I
so
don't-
sorry. Did anybody else zone out? I mean, that was interesting.
Ooh, hello. I think I'm unmuted now. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Oh, bouncing in and out, dancing with the stars tonight. Well, I could dance for you. Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha. I can't dance for you. I won't. Hello. You guys, it's just me tonight. Jeremy is at a church meeting doing something churchy, planning committee or something. You don't ever want me on your planning committee because I'm not a good planner. I'm really not. I have no ideas. And I'm terrible at it. How has everybody's week been? Yes, this is my solo show. And it's funny, okay, this spot is dry. You know, when you brush your teeth, why is it, you guys, that toothpaste stains on clothes? Like after you wet them and they go away, but then when it dries, it comes back. You know what I'm talking about? Why does toothpaste do that? Like, what ingredient in toothpaste is the thing that does that? I don't know. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Renee. Happy to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. Something churchy. Yeah, he's doing something churchy. You guys, last week, this was so cool. You know, a lot of times because I perform, a lot of times on weekends or on time off, I don't ever go see other performances, like unless it's something big, like going to Broadway. But a friend of mine was in a fairly local theater production. It was in Middletown, Delaware, a theater where I used to direct kids shows. I've been in a couple of shows there myself. I've done some comedy shows there. This beautiful, beautiful old theater is doing Steel Magnolias. And my friend Rachel, who has hadn't actually done theater since high school, auditioned, and she got to play the part of Truvy, you know, the Dolly Parton part. Well, I have never seen the stage production of Steel Magnolias. And it was a stage show before it was a movie. You guys, they did such an awesome job. Oh, Sandra, I'm glad you got your your cutting board. I was just good. The pasty part. Yeah, the pasty part, the toothpaste. I don't know why. I'm so glad you got your cutting board. Oh my gosh, Steel Magnolias. I'd forgotten how much I love all of it. But they did such a great job, and it was so nice to sit there and and it was sweet. One of my friend's kids looked at me. She's like, I love my mom, but that play is 3 hours long. And I thought, oh no, Jeremy is never going to make it through a play that is 3 hours long. And I'd had to get up at 6:00 or get to church by 6:50 because I was on praise team. I had to sing through both services, and then I stayed in town, went to lunch, and then went to the to the theater. It was a long day. Jeremy met me there. He's like, this isn't a musical, right? I'm like, it's not a musical. And he's like, thank God. I was like, it is 3 hours. And his face just went, boom. That was kind of neat. Watch. Anyway, I'm like, it's 3 hours. You're going to be fine. you know what? They did such a good job. It's been a while since I've cried in public, and I don't know how anybody can sit through Steel Magnolias and not cry. And hey, Debbie. And it was really nice because the director was a woman I'd done many shows with and hadn't seen her in a long time. It was really cool. And Jeremy made it. Jeremy made it. Not only did he make it through a 3-hour play, I was cracking up because he goes, "Hey, you know the girl who played, I forget one of the characters, like, well, her dad mentioned this on this Facebook page. So I let him know that we were there and we loved it." So Jeremy's not only into the performance, but he's like following the actors and the posts from that, like the town page, and talking about how much he loved it, which I think is absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. Hey, Tammy. Um, Oh, you're gonna go to YouTube. Yeah, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm here, wherever you want to be. Yes. So that was Sunday. Boy, it was a long day. So I left my house at 10:06 and didn't get home till, gosh, till late. It was a long time. It was a very, very long, long day, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it for sure. But I will tell you that I have spent the entire day today up until about 3:15 going, it's Wednesday. And then I panicked. I'm like, wait a minute. It can't be Wednesday because I didn't have the show last night. I missed a day. I missed an entire day. And I'm not sure. Then I realized yesterday was Monday. And guess where I went yesterday? I went to see Carly and the grandsons. I got to see Ryan, my son-in-law, too, but just briefly because he was working. But you guys, I hadn't been to see Carly and the kids since Ezzy's birthday, which was the end of July, because off and on we've either been sick or I was in California, like all of that. Oh my gosh. Seeing those little boys. Oh, I cannot. It was the cutest thing. It's unbelievable that I'm their grandmother. Like I'm the grandmother. Oh, Beth, we'll see you next time. Oh my gosh, it was so awesome. We got there and just Emmanuel is hilarious. And it was cool because, yeah, the family time is the best time. And it was so cool because Emmanuel's very much into Hot Wheels cars. So I got him, hey, Penny, I got him 5 little Hot Wheels cars. But there's this thing now. So what do? You've got the almost 3-year-old who doesn't quite understand sharing, and he's allowed to have something that's just his, right? But I can't give Emmanuel something and not take Ezzy something. So I want to take Ezzy something, but Emmanuel's also going to think what Ezzy, like I just didn't want to have fights. I didn't want Ezzy to reach for the cars. I didn't want Emmanuel to reach for what Ezzy had, all of it. So I'm like, Carly, what do you do? I had an only child. I never had to deal with that kind of skirmish in my house. Hey, Madeline. So what I did, you guys, is when I first got there, Emmanuel he was playing hide and seek with me. He'd run away and be like, say boo, say boo. And I'd find him and I'd say boo. And he was so excited. So I took his cars in when he was sitting in his room and I just silently gave him his little cars and we opened them. And I had a stuffed doggy for Ezzy. And it was so cool. It was just so sweet. And when Emmanuel says cars, he calls them cars. It's cars. Cars. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like lots of syllables. Oh, my heart. And little Ezzy just turned 1. If you sing 2 notes to that child, he starts dancing. And he gets serious about his dancing and he'll start doing this. And he'll drop it low, but he gets a very serious face. So Kezia, I'm Mimi. I am Mimi. And I never thought about this. The first grandkid is the one that names you. right? So I'm Mimi and Jeremy is Boom Boom. And oh, that was sad when I first got there. He's like, Boom Boom. And I was like, Boom Boom's at work. He's like, Daddy work. Like he was getting it, but I was like, we'll all be together soon. Shikendra, this little guy wouldn't surprise me. He doesn't speak. He says hi. Like if you go hi, he's like, ha. But he will hum Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I couldn't believe that I could recognize, hey, Joseph. I could recognize this kid singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It was so it's like da da ah, 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 and then I'd do it and he'd stop and look at me. Oh, oh, Buka Buka or Bucka Bucka. I love that, Carolyn. I gave up on Roxy. Guys, when Carly was pregnant, I wanted to be Roxy as my grandmother name. I thought that would be adorable, especially if the kids couldn't pronounce their R's. I'd be Woxy. Because like if we're on a playground or at the school play or something, everybody's Mimi or my mom or grandma or granny or whatever. I wanted the kids to yell, there's my Roxy. But no, Carly said that it sounded like a stripper. And I said, well, perfect, because I think that's hilarious. But they didn't like it. But Carly loved Mimi. So I am Mimi and it's the best. My sister-in-law called her grandmother Gimme because she was always asking her to give me. Gimme, gimme. That's adorable. But it was hilarious. We went to a park and Emmanuel, and he's almost 3. So a very active little almost 3-year-old boy. You can imagine what that's like with a little boy who's only about 14 months old, little boy. And so you're trying to get the big boy to not knock down the little boy. And the little boy's climbing. Carly found this park that has like the toddler, like literally just preschool thing, which is great. Like it's heights that if you fall from, you're not going to the hospital. Like I like to take the kids to a place that won't end in going to the hospital, because I've seen these boys play and there will be hospital visits. I know it, but I didn't want that while we were there. And it was so great. But at one point, Lori, I am still on Facebook. What's going on? I don't understand. It took me a long time to find you. I'm on Facebook, the same place. I'm on my Facebook fan page. Remember, so I'm on the Facebook fan page. So nothing's changed except that I'm on YouTube also. So it's the Missy Hall, Queen of Happy Things Facebook page and YouTube. That's where, yeah. So I didn't change anything. I'm sorry you had a hard time finding it. The only thing I can think of is if you accidentally went to my personal Facebook page, it wouldn't be there. But yeah, it was right here. But I'm glad you found me. Glad you found it. I hope nobody else has been having trouble. It's not live on Facebook. It's not live on the, just hit the live button with the Missy face. Yeah, because Kelly's, okay. Yeah, check and see. Okay, it took you a hot minute too. I do not have an explanation. Why was that hard to say? Well, I am glad you're here. I can tell you that you haven't missed the secrets to the meaning of life or anything like that. You picked Gigi because you thought it was cute and was told the others were nanny and grandmom, and then your husband's ex picked Mimi. Yeah, it gets confusing if people want the same, like if different sets of grandparents want the same name. Okay, well, and Lori, if you're right there with YouTube, you're fine. They're hiding it a little. You have to click on the profile picture. Huh. Okay. Yes, this Tuesday is very Monday. Suzanne, you watched my special? Thank you. Got the notification. So yeah, so Shikendra had no problem. Okay. Yes, Guys, my special went live on YouTube. You go into the Open Bar Comedy link. I'll post that link here, and it's free. So if it tells you to subscribe, the guys, like, tell your friends they don't have to subscribe. It's free. So you just go to Open Bar Comedy. Let me find a link so that I can share it here. You can find the special. It's free to watch. It's not that long, so it's okay. Let me just find this link for you. And oh, that's just a reel. Let me get the comment so that I can copy the link. It's not here. Oh, okay. It's not letting me copy the link. All right, so I'm just going to come back to what we're doing here now, because otherwise I'm just going to get tangled up. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You watched it while you were driving to Augusta. Thank you. And guys, it's free. If you like it, please share it with as many people as you can. What I'm finding with comedy, the only thing these days that gets you work is the views. Is that it? There's a million funny people that you probably won't ever see. I hope I'm not one of them because of just views. I got very lucky because the reel went to over 2 million views, which is great. Right now, the special's at over 2,000. So, oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're watching it. As a male, my nipples go both directions too. Perfect, Joey Joe. I love that. So thank you. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing it. One of the things I hate the most is having to go, guys, will you share this for me? Will you share this for me? But honestly, I need you to. I thought that when I was a comedian, it would just be based on just being funny or not funny. And thank you, Patty. If you could post the link, because I can't do it. A big part of what we do now is making sure things get shared. So it's very strange. I have a job that is very much, hey guys, look at me. But then I get embarrassed to ask people to look at me. Does that make any sense? But I don't feel too bad about this because it's free, right? I'm not asking anybody to spend any money or anything, but if you can subscribe to me on YouTube, all of those things do matter in terms of me getting paid work. And for any artists that you know, comics, musicians, whatever. But yesterday, back to the playground, Emmanuel at one point picked up some mulch, looked at me and just went boom and threw it at me. And for the first time, I looked at him and I'm like, no. And gave him the mom eyes, and Carly's like, thank you, because he's immune to her now. And he just looked at me and we were in this stare off and he's got more mulch in his hand. And I looked at him, I'm like, drop it. And he finally dropped it. Do I lose compensation if it's free? Shikendra, I don't understand how that one's going to work, because remember, it's on the channel for Open Bar. So it's not even on my YouTube thing. So what happened, but what I feel like the thing is the more attention that is brought to my videos in particular, it ups my chances of becoming monetized. I know it's a lot to try to figure out. And it's just, and like I said, it's so embarrassing to be like, look at me, but please really look at me and tell other people to, it's a lot. It's dumb. It's dumb. Yeah, I gave him the very stern, serious face. And he just looked at me and dropped the mulch. Then he picked up some more. Thanks, Lori. I was like, you can throw it, but not at people. You got to throw it somewhere else. And he goes, slide. And he threw it at the slide. I'm like, perfect. I think he craved the impact. So, thank you. Now I'm having a hot flash. Yeah, I'm not sure how all the monetization and all of that works. But what I do know is if I have a lot of views, other people will hire me to do comedy, is really, really the basis of it. So that's the big thing. You start to get noticed. It's just weird. And I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to figure out the system. And I'm 58, right? Like I'm 58. Facebook keeps freezing and there's no freezing on YouTube. Yes, Coinstar kids, pennies over the year add up. It's true. Yeah, Shakendra, I don't get it either. It's just one of those things. Like I was already able to write in my bio. Her latest comedy reel got over 2 million views. That immediately makes a booker go, "Oh." Right? And then every once in a while, I'll get like $11 from Facebook. Trisha, right now, and somebody who knows more might know better. I am not monetized on Facebook or YouTube yet. So I don't know if I'm still in a good place to just split the viewership or if I should focus it. I'll do some research and see. Right now I'm just like whatever you're comfortable with. But the name of the game is followers and shares, likes, shares, followers, all of that stuff. It's a lot. Yeah, 2 million views. And can I just tell you, if you guys didn't see the reel, it was the one of me scooting down at the gynecologist's office. Well, I went to church. Every woman came and said, "You showed up on my algorithm." And I do that scoot up thing too. And it was so rewarding. Oh, you guys, thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support and the plugging in of things and all of that. I know it can kind of be a pain in the tuchus, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Whenever, yeah, delayed like crazy on Facebook, it always makes me think of the kung fu movies, like whenever they would dub a language. Did you ever, or even sometimes you'll get a movie where the speech, the lip movements and the sound are like a little bit off. That is so distracting. Yeah, anytime you check the like button, share something, blah, 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 there's the powers that be are like, oh, maybe we should hire her to come do comedy here. Yep. I will get a fista with anyone. It's a hard knock life or a lot of bit off. Yeah. Yeah. But getting to spend that day with Carly and the boys was so much fun. I gave the FU face to my fiance earlier when he decided to put the TV on the wall. He travels for work and has been in 2 weeks and decided the night before he leaves to actually do something. Why is that? We have to leave. I have a show in Myrtle Beach. I found out the Myrtle Beach show that I'm doing, it's a private show for a 55 and up community. So it'll be fun. But Jeremy and I are going. Well, when Jeremy cleaned out and redid his office, look at how much I'm sweating. Good grief. He left everything in a big box in the hallway and in the guest room where my aunt's going to be staying. And I told him, I was like, Jeremy, that has to be done by Thursday. And he looked at me, he's like, I know. And he was so mad. And I'm like, or I can just haul it back into your office and we can close your office door till you get home. And he just looked at me. He looked at me as if I was suggesting blowing up the entire house. But I could feel myself starting to get cranky, right? And the man's working his butt off, but I need him to do stuff here too. I got to spend time with your parents by yourself this past weekend. Your sister always tags along. Oh, that's so cool. Did you enjoy it? Okay, everybody, like, who's your favorite family member or person that when you get that one-on-one time with them, it's just amazing? Like, clearly Dina's one of mine, of course. My friend Amy and I got to go out on Friday night because I didn't have a show. That was awesome. 55 plus, I am in Myrtle Beach. Myrtle, oh yeah, you're in Myrtle Beach, yep. Yeah, but getting to spend, the older my daughter gets, the more fun we have talking about stuff. Yourself, your oldest grandson, your daughter, and your grandkids. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Getting to have like adult to adult conversations with my daughter is just amazing. Your BFF, Erin. Yeah, who's your person? You're just like your mom. Yeah. It's the best. Your youngest sister. That's very cool. You enjoy it. They still drive you crazy, but even your big old age of 40 something, I still enjoy time with my parents. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. How many of you, if you're lucky enough to still have your parents, do you kind of slip back into kind of kid subservient role when you're with your parents? Your two grandkids, your family, it doesn't matter which ones, you love them all. Yeah, your daughter and grandsons. I love time with either of your children. Cherish the memories. Yeah, absolutely. It's nice. Like Carly really likes me now, which is, the way that you're not, you know what I mean? Like she always loved me, but it's so sweet to hear the way she is with me now and see her as an adult and a mom. And she's just so cool. You cherish the extra time you got to spend with your dad when he was ill. It was just he and I most of the time. You wouldn't trade it for the world, even the hard parts. It's true, Maggie. It stinks, but there can be a real gift that comes with getting to spend those really horrible moments. Because there's nothing more intimate than those horrible moments. Yeah, I totally do. Even when they come visit, you feel compelled to clean your room. Yes. My favorite in my family is my aunt, my grandma, when she was alive, your sister and your husband. Oh, always the baby. Your mom's gone. Dad's needing some help. Yeah, when your kids just call to say hi. Well, Carly FaceTimes me all the time. And the minute she gets the phone on, and it's so precious. You just hear Emmanuel screaming, Mimi, 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 my Mimi. So she has to turn the phone around, and it just makes my heart so happy. And then you'll see Ezzy's little head just kind of peek into frame. He's like, ha, ha. Oh, I can't take it. It's so cute. One-on-one time with your boys. Your sister reverts to little sister behavior. You totally use the baby status around your parents. Isn't that funny? Like, it doesn't matter how old you get, you'll switch back into that role. Your mom asked you to move back in with her, so there's that. Does that feel like a good plan, Anne Marie? I would rather be hung by. I love my mother very much, but the idea of living with her would not. Ooh, no. I'll call her every day. Yeah. But yeah, oh, it's just so cool. It's just so cool. I don't know about you guys. Do you like the ordinary visits more than like holiday and occasion visits? I love ordinary days. When it's not Easter or somebody's birthday or something special, I like just a normal day with just normal food and normal activities. We went to the park, took the kids to the doctor, and we went to the grocery store. Like, it's my favorite. I stayed with my parents for a week after Hurricane Sandy. That was enough time. It doesn't matter. We just take turns parenting each other, because parenting your old people is a thing. You're not wrong. You still have both of your parents. Your dad is 91. His mom's going to be 83 on the 23rd. I am a Mima. You moved back here in 2033. I'm assuming you mean 2023. We get along just fine. Yes, I like the ordinary days. My grand realized she's only got one grand because the other died. She cried and told her daddy that's sad. Amy, you enjoy spending your time with your best friend, Alberta. Yeah. Normal. Joey Joe, what I mean by normal is not a day that's prescribed to be special, like a holiday. Like, I liked the day after my wedding more than I liked the day of my wedding. Like, I don't like an occasion. I like normal days that don't have a thing or it doesn't have a name. I like a day that doesn't have a name. Your kids are so scattered that it's always a special visit. Yeah. You only have your brother now and your sister. Yeah, it's something. It's really something. I just love the ordinary. You got it, Joey. It's a day with no name, Joey Joe. Growing up, my gram lived next door. She was your savings grace. I was always at her house. As an adult, her health was failing and I couldn't bear the thought of losing her. You got married at her house by the mayor. With her as your matron of honor. You had a big church mud. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, Carly and the kids are 2 hours away, and that's rough, but they don't know for sure where they're gonna be living permanently, so it's not like we can relocate without with when they don't have any permanency where they are. Spending time with your niece and your great niece. You have family day on Sundays with my son and his family and your daughter. They come for dinner, and then we play cards. Yeah. Yep, my baby is 5 hours away at college. Can't wait to spend some time with him on family weekend. Oh, yeah, anytime you can get with your daughter since she lives 3 hours away. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank God for FaceTime. That really, I mean, definitely. Well, and like even this kind of stuff, it's not the same as being face to face, but it definitely feels like a good way to connect when you can't actually be together. Yeah, Shakendra, I don't know if it's their permanent place because they're renting their home. But Ryan, who knows? Ryan, Carly's not working now. She's home with the boys. And if Ryan doesn't stay at this particular job forever, they could move anywhere. Right. So we can't up and sell in Delaware and move to Pennsylvania, and then they could move to Hawaii. I mean, and Hawaii's not even far fetched. Like they love Hawaii and there's opportunity, so we don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. Your mom and your relationship, she doesn't like your husband very much. I have to tell my mom, though, that my driving her around is not the time to return phone calls and shoot the breeze. Yes. I know. Oh, it's too much. Our people can be crazy, right? Our people can definitely be crazy. But yeah, it's been a fun week. So, like I said, I thought we were at Wednesday. It's only Tuesday, so I'm incredibly confused. Incredibly confused. Hazel, you can come up here. Hazel keeps looking at me accusingly like I blocked her spot on purpose. I didn't. Come on up. Come on up, baby. Or just sit there like a doofus. Who knows? Just because each day that you are with them. Just treasure each day. Yeah. You have your bestie, but she's incredibly busy. 6 kids. 6 kids, grandkids, aging parents. I love that family, though. Just don't see them enough. Yeah. Yeah, Terry. That's the thing. Your people get scattered out. And again, I'm an only, Carly's an only. So, you know, that's it. Like I don't have nieces or nephews or anything like that. Come on. Come on. This dog is looking at me. Look at her. What do you want? I do have on pants. You almost couldn't see them. It looked like a lot of leg there. That was a lot of leg. As an Uber driver, people think it's time in the Uber to return calls on the speaker and then say why the Uber driver why is the Uber driver listening? Yep. 83-year-old blind Aunt Babs, early Alzheimer. Yeah, have fun, laugh a lot. The laughing through so much of these things is really helpful. It really, really is helpful. Of course, not everything is funny, not every day is happy, but I feel like you can find something to laugh about in everything. Okay, Hazel, I don't know what you want from me, baby. I do not know. Your 50th high school reunion is on Saturday, and you're looking forward to seeing your oldest friend who lives in Florida. That's awesome. Okay, now she's stop hitting me in the boob. My 40th high school reunion is on Saturday. I can't go because I will be in Myrtle Beach. Hello. Doing comedy. Hello. Phone calls on speaker in public should not be allowed. It drives me insane. Do you ever do that thing too? And let's be clear, if people talking, they can be just talking quietly on their headphones, but do you ever do this thing that you feel somebody talking to you, so you say hi and you realize they're talking to somebody on their phone and then you feel like a dork? I do that all the time. All the time. I see them talking, I'm like, what? Oh, not me. You're not talking to me. It's embarrassing. Your 40th is on the 27th and you can't go because you're going to be in Disney. Oh, I would like to be going to Disney. I would definitely like to be going to Disney. Yeah, you have your nephew. She got in trouble with speakerphone on the train makes you crazy, especially in the morning. Yeah, I don't enjoy it when people don't have a sense of other, right? Oh, but you know what? Oh, this was the worst. At the show that I was telling you I was so happy to be at when we went to saw Steel Magnolias, it was dark and I could hear either singing or what I thought was like somebody playing a video that had light singing. And I kept going, who's singing? Who's singing? And I'm kind of looking around and I'm sure I had a face. I'm sure I had like a not kind face. Ugh. I didn't realize that there was a seat and then a woman sitting next to me, and next to her was a teenage daughter who was singing under her breath as I don't know what the girl had going on, but she clearly had some developmental issues. So I'm going, who's singing? Who's singing? Whose phone is that? And it was actually this girl, and I felt like such a jerk. Fortunately, though, when I realized it was an actual human who was not trying to be distracting. She was just trying to keep herself together in a space. I looked at and I was smiling, and then during intermission, I made sure to ask her if she was having a good time, and I made sure not to glare when she was making. I felt so bad, but I really thought it was like somebody's phone. You sang at the Hamilton movie unapologetically. If it's a musical, you should be, right? I mean, not on Broadway, but yeah. But this was not a musical. So I heard this singing and I was like, what is that? Who is doing that? Because it was so quiet. Like somebody's phone was still playing a reel. You're closer to your dad more than your mom. Yeah, I used to have issues with those early earpods. Yeah, weren't yet. Yeah, dealing with the public. The public. Yeah, that I felt I would never want somebody to think I was resenting the presence of somebody with special needs at a matinee performance at a local theater. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, please God, don't let her think that I thought I was correcting a person. Please let her think that I was just confused until I found out it was a person singing. Ah, felt like such a jerk. I want to be like, I'm nice. I'm really nice. I thought it was a phone, or I thought there was, yeah. Oh, cringy, cringy. You know what? You're right, Ann. Hazel might be missing. She might be confused because I'm not usually on here without him. Or there could be a monster in the living room she just doesn't want to bark at. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I feel a sneeze. Now that I've mentioned it. Whew. Excuse me. Whew. Sorry. um, so we are literally midway through September. Is September going fast or am I just crazy? Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm excited because I didn't tinkle with that sneeze. I feel kind of like superior. Thank you. Hey, I just realized sneezing online is like the same as having a birthday online. Everybody's really nice. I should sneeze all the time. uh, yeah, it is so fast. And that Tanya's like, not fast enough, said the teacher. No, I feel like September has been going very fast. Yeah, this year. Well, and for me, September, like the end of September, October, and November or October are really booked. So I get stressed. It's like I want to be busy, but then the second that I get busy, I panic, which is not helpful for anyone. Like I can think of very few situations where being panicked about my schedule is the least bit helpful. It's just not. My YouTube comedy. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. You guys, the world has just been so wonky this week, and I have really been diving deep into panda videos. Do you guys ever watch the just reels? Just search panda falls or panda fails. And there are videos after video after videos of pandas like rolling down his. The fact that that species has survived blows my mind because I don't know that it's even people that are affecting them. The fact that these pandas have not all broken their necks falling out of trees and whatever perch they're on completely blows my mind. So I looked up some panda trivia because I feel like that is a good thing for us to focus on. Where is it? Yeah, look at this is panda. The panda quiz. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask a trivia question. Which Chinese province is home to the largest number of wild giant pandas? Thank you. Do you got Facebook is frozen again? I have no words. Do you think you would be scared if you just happened to run into a panda in the woods? Like, are pandas scary? I can't imagine. But I have a number of friends who are like, Missy, if you die prematurely, it's going to be because you were petting something you shouldn't. Gesundheit. Yeah, Carmen, did you just happen to know how to spell Gesundheit? Or did you start to type it and autocorrect did it? Yes. Is it Gansu? These are not sneeze words now. These are Chinese provinces. We're looking for panda homes. Gansu, Sichuan, Shanghai, or Hunan. And I am sorry, butchering pronunciation. So yeah, they do look too cuddly. Is it A, Gansu, B, Sichuan, C, Shani, or D, Hunan? I'm hoping that I say these. Hunan. Let's see if it's Hunan. Nope. It is Sichuan. It's actually B. It's B. How many hours a day do giant pandas spend eating? A is 1 to 2 hours. B is 3 to 6 hours. C is 7 to 9 hours, or D is 10 to 15 hours. This is how many hours a day do they spend eating? Pandas look too cuddly to be dangerous. That's probably how I will die. 110%. Absolutely. Even if it was growling at me. Oh, you use the speaker, but it would not spell it. So you went to what is another word for gesundheit on Google. Very smart, Carmen. So, yes. Oh my gosh. Giant pandas spend 10 to 16 hours a day eating. That's a lot of eating. How long do they live in the wild? What's their life expectancy in the wild? Is it A, 5 to 10 years, B, 14 to 20 years, C, 21 to 25 years, or D, 26 to 30 years? How long do you think they live? 5 to 10 years is A, 14 to 20 is B, C is 21 to 25, or D is 26 to 30 years. Yeah. Elephants spend 18 hours a day eating? Wow. Yeah, and you're right, it's B. In the wild, they live 14 to 20 years. Hmm. Oh, we're all gonna know this one. We're all gonna know this one. This is even too dumb to ask, but it's exciting because we'll know it. What do they mainly eat? Bread? Where's a panda gonna get bread? Where's where's a panda gonna buy bread? Panda, what do they mainly eat? Bread, fruit, bamboo, or porridge? Yeah, bamboo. Are they making porridge and bread? Yes, Hazel, you would like some bread. You would like some bread and some porridge. Eucalyptus, Carmen, is koalas that eat the eucalyptus. Yes, you're Brenda. The pandas eat bamboo. Oh, this is interesting. Why are pandas black and white? Is it A, camouflage and communication? Okay, sweetheart. B, courting. C, heat management. Or D, to fend off predators? Yeah, Carmen, you just had the wrong animal. You had the wrong bear, which koala bears are actually marsupials, which is weird, but yeah. But I know why you would think that. So A, is it camouflage and communication because they're black and white? B, courting. C, heat management. Or D, to fend off predators? Huh. I'm very curious. E, so they're always ready for a formal event. I like that one, Tanya. So they're always ready to be on Dancing with the Stars, right? She might want to show me something because she does keep looking in the living room. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because normally if she wanted to go OUT, she'd be ringing the bell. So I don't know. We get red pandas from southwestern China. It is actually for camouflage and communication. I have questions. I want to look that up. This is going to be the last one because I want to read to you guys. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not poop. Ugh, I don't want it to be poop. Do pandas hibernate? A, no. B, yes. C, yes, but for shorter period than other bears. Or D, they hibernate in the summer months. Fake news. I have questions. I want to know. Okay. I'm going to look up. Do they hibernate? They don't hibernate, but how? I am going to look up. How does a panda? How do a panda bear's colors help it communicate? How do a panda bear's colors help it communicate? How do a panda bear's colors help it coordinate? One more time. How? Okay, my phone is not letting me do the. How will somebody please look up answers? I will not sleep tonight. Maybe if I type it instead of trying to use the do flopper. How do pandas colors help it communicate? Huh. It says, okay, it provides camouflage. Its facial markings, particularly the dark ears and eye patches, are crucial for communication. The dark ears are believed to signal ferocity. Those cute little black ears are supposed to make it look very ferocious. And aggression towards competitors, while the eye patches likely aid in individual recognition and can be used to intensify signals of hostility towards other pandas. Pandas are not bears? I just thought it was koala bears that aren't bears. Pandas aren't bears either. Oh, interesting. When a panda intends to signal its dominance or hostility to another panda, it can enlarge and intensify its eye patches. And yeah, interesting. Mascara highlights. They got the mascara on. But anyway, everybody watch panda videos. Like on any moment that you are feeling yucky, turn on some panda videos. The little red ones try to be all scary, and then the big black and white ones just fall all over the place, and it's amazing. Before I get out of here, I want to read to you another little chapter from my book. I think I told you guys there was an agent. I don't know when or if I'll hear from her, but she asked for my first 2 chapters and a pitch letter. So it's a lot. It's exciting. This is not one of the chapters I sent her, but this is one that I finished the other day. So I'm gonna read it to you. All right. I remembered not to put on deodorant, I exclaimed to the receptionist, who did not care as she handed me the HIPAA paperwork to sign. I'm always ridiculously proud when I remember not to put on deodorant for my mammogram. They always tell you not to, and I feel superior for remembering. Kim will be out to get you in a few minutes, she responded, and dismissed me to the waiting room. It was exactly a year and 1 day since my last mammogram, the earliest I could get in and have my insurance cover it. This was my first time being thrilled to have the universally hated boob squish, because a clean scan was the only thing I needed to wait for before I could get pellets in my butt. The bioidentical hormones I helped would be the solution to my misery. It started in 2020. You may recall the whole world was going through something at that time, and my little corner of it, menopause, entered. Figuring out how not to feel like a jerk, complaining about my increasing hot flashes, depression, anxiety, mood swings, and general yucks while we faced a global pandemic was my new job, and I stunk at it. My gynecologist was great, and we first employed all kinds of non-prescription and holistic strategies. I exercised. I tried black cohosh. I upped my water intake. There were experiments with organic soy and tofu. I read books to coach myself. Finally, in 2021, we upped my antidepressant and started hormone therapy, or HRT, as the cool kids call it. We even put in the Mirena IUD that had some hormonal umph to lend a hand. I began to feel better. And the risks of scary things that can happen with HRT, like breast cancer or uterine cancer, were super low. Based on my clear mammogram, blood work, and medical history, going ahead with the treatment felt like the solution I was seeking, and I was happy to start feeling like myself again. But there were issues right out of the gate. The estradiol patch itched and left a mark that looks like somewhere put out a cigarette on my hip. So I switched to a spray version of the hormone for a few months. But then it was no longer available. I was thrilled when my gynecologist was able to prescribe a gel version, and then it too became unavailable. Each time one of the methods I was using was suddenly unavailable, I had that little tickle in the reptilian section of my brain. Maybe I'm not meant to have this estradiol. Maybe this is a sign. When the third version of estrogen I'd tried was discontinued, I decided I was done. It was November of 2022. I still had the IUD that was providing a little estrogen in place, and I figured I could just figure out how to glide through the beginnings of menopause with ease. Like most of my attempts to give up sugar and watching serial killer documentaries, it lasted about a day and a half. You gotta get the pellets. My friend Dina had great things to report about the bioidentical pellets that were helping her through this perimenopause crap. She was feeling great, feeling fit, feeling like she wanted sex. Well, sign me up for that. I wasn't feeling any of that stuff. I just wanted ice cream, a nap, and an occasional cry. Despite my initial ick reaction to finding out these pellets would have to be implanted in my butt, I was all in. I would gladly volunteer my butt to take one for the team for a procedure that might help us feel the Dina-like enthusiasm for life again. In December, I called the magical pellet place and made my appointment. But there was a hitch. They couldn't get me in until February, and they needed a mammogram that was less than a year old. So I called the imaging center where I get my boobs smashed and made my appointment. The earliest insurance would cover it was January 23rd, 2023. I watched the home makeover show in the waiting room, still basking in my good girl need to please accomplishment of remembering not to put deodorant on for my scan. They always tell you not to, and I, again, feel superior for remembering. The dressing rooms have baskets of little packets with deodorant remover and then little deodorant application wipes to use for when you leave. Full disclosure, I always steal some from my purse. I have never actually used the ones I have stolen, but you never know when taking off or putting on a deodorant emergency will happen. Kim, the mammographer who had always performed my scan, comes to fetch me, and she gave me a much more excited response to my "I remembered not to wear deodorant" proclamation than the receptionist did. Kim got me, and I was thrilled that she is the person that I would be surrendering my breasts and a bit of dignity to. No woman alive enjoys the squish, but at least I had large breasts, like triple D, as mine were smashed into what looked like a large pizza crust. I wondered about women with little boobies and how they are compressed. Like, does it hurt them more? I asked the lovely tech Kim and then made my yearly joke about doing a river dance when she told me to hold still. We have fun. And I'm all done, anxious to steal deodorant packets and make pellet plans. I didn't know that was my last day of before. Ta-da! Again, a little clunky in parts, but it's my first draft of it. Oh, Shakendra, you have your mammogram in the morning. Yes, remember not to put on deodorant. You guys, thank you for being here. You're the absolute best. I will see you all next week. Again, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for listening to all of this. I hope that I am not frozen because I stopped seeing comments. Oh, there it is. There's okay. You have check-in and thank you guys. Whew. Thank you. It feels so good to get to test this out on you guys. I really hope that you know how much I appreciate it. So thank you. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. If you haven't had your parts checked, whatever parts you got, make sure you're scheduling your appointment to get them checked. And I will, oh, good, Kezia, I had your attention. That's good. That's really good. And I'm trying to leave each, um, I would try to leave each chapter with like a little oomph so you can't put it down when you're reading. No comments because you were all listening. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have the best week ever. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of your people. God bless. We'll see you next week. Bye.